Black men don't cheat. We really be victims most of the time, Candy. Women different. Now they drinking the whole bottle of Don Julio. Now they out here drinking like your grandfather. They put their hands on you. Can't nobody tell them nothing. They at the red light twerking on the headlight. 3 rappers was in your DM. Now you don't like nobody no more. Now he got to make $36 million a year just to get a text back. Come on, Candy. This is ridiculous. These are the men that y'all are choosing. They choose these men. They know exactly who these men are and what they do. And that never stopped. I don't know why they think they can change these men. You got with him because he was that dude.
I don't even really want to go that hard with you right now because I definitely disagree with you on a lot of what you're saying.
Why, Candy?
Why?
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back in with another video. Now, as y'all already know, we see Karlous Miller, we click, and it definitely delivered. In this clip today, we got Karlous Miller and Kandi Burruss having a conversation on modern women. Let me just say, Karlous cooked her opinions, but I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Leave y'all comments in the comment section. Make sure y'all like the video, heart the video. Without further ado, let's dive into the content.
All right. So you said before that you don't see yourself as a married person. Why do you feel that way?
I ain't seen nobody that's married that was happy enough that made me want to be married.
Damn.
I ain't seen no couple and be like, I want that.
He might have a point.
Okay, so you never been married and you don't see yourself getting married.
I'm going to get married one day.
You will?
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to get married. I just don't know what that looks like for me.
Do you mind me asking how old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't know what that look like for you?
I don't know what it looks like for me because I ain't never really got close to that. I ain't met nobody that I felt like I couldn't live without.
I respect that.
Okay.
How is that so shocking? I mean, it's his life experience. He has to be the one to deal with all the consequences if it goes good or bad. I'm not mad at somebody really trying to figure it out.
Making faces at the cameras trying to send the minions to me, Candy. I don't care what these people say. Damn what they think about me, Candy. No, I ain't married. I ain't never been married. Y'all ain't even that spectacular to be even think about being married. I done had to grind and work and get this money by myself. You think you just about to show up and tell me what to do with it?
Okay.
That's real. That's real.
What would, your significant other have to have in order to make you feel like, okay, I would want to marry?
A college degree. I like smart women.
It's tons of
I need somebody who can get over here with me, who can take this to another level. But I'm saying that's the bare minimum at this point. But yeah, somebody who can get over here with my program and take it to the next level. I need some insight.
Y'all heard that key word, program. That don't mean she might be the only one.
You want somebody you working with?
A little stability.
Somebody that's got stability.
Some stability. Somebody who ain't I want somebody who don't need nothing. Very self-sufficient type. You know what I mean? Somebody who can bring out the best in me.
I feel that.
Yeah, make me feel special. Because I need a lot of love. I need some love, then I need some extra love. Because my mom died. So my heart's still broke. So if you can help me fix that, then you got the spot. You won.
I don't know if anybody could ever fix that.
I'm just saying, if you could step up and love me. And
Kandi should know better to know that if you lose a loved one, of course, he's saying that he needs somebody to, adding a little extra because he has that hollow spot from where his mom has passed. Especially when you are Karlous Miller and you come with so much extra.
Give me a little extra. Give me a little grace. Understand that I'm a man, but I'm a too. I ain't gonna be perfect. Look over some of my flaws. Help me.
What flaws would that be?
Candy, I just told you my heart broke. I'm not
Would that be?
I'm not a great person all the time, Candy. I'm honest. I'm not great all the time. I'm not gonna be good 7 days a week. Some
you
days
have joked about the black men don't cheat movement.
It's not a joke, Candy. This is serious business.
I said she ain't gonna be the only one.
Lie.
All right.
When you hear that, don't cheat.
When you hear that, what are you saying? What do you hear when that is said? What do you hear?
The words, black men don't cheat.
I didn't say black men haven't cheated. I didn't say black men won't cheat. I'm saying black men don't cheat.
Oh.
Black men don't.
So it need to be a
stop.
comma.
No, I don't.
It need to be black men.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga got me rethinking the whole phrase. He's not saying like we don't cheat. He's saying, hey, don't cheat, y'all. Like actually making it a statement for guys not to do it. Boy, nigga, mind blown.
Punctuation is important.
Yeah, well, y'all need to put a comma in that so people
Why?
understand what you're trying to say.
Why, Candace?
Because
Candace, why?
first of all, my name is not Candace.
You could call
Candy, why? Why Candy?
You could call it Candace.
Because those are two different statements. Once you, and you know, I didn't go to college, and I know once you drop that comma in it or you take that comma out, it makes two different statements. Okay, black men don't cheat means that these particular men, this group of men over here, they never cheat. Black men don't cheat.
It's not the fact that he's speaking fast, it's the fact that Candy probably listening slow.
Is totally different.
Black men don't cheat. We really be victims most of the time, Candy. Most of the time.
Victims of what?
Candy, sometimes women see you being a good black man, and they want to disrupt that. They see you out here being a good father, treating your girl nice.
That's real.
And just building an empire, and they want to step in. Once they see you doing good, they want to be down with your program. So don't be mad because I'm the one out here promoting good black men and stuff that we need.
No. Okay, let's be clear. To me, that's all the more reason where you should know to stay strong when you have, you know, people trying to disrupt you being the good black man you claim to be.
At least we trying, Candy. I don't hear you out here telling black women not to cheat.
What?
I don't never hear you promoting that part.
I personally feel like a lot of times that is a reaction to the them being done wrong.
Candy, you've been out the streets for a little minute. I'm letting you know that.
Yeah, I've been out the streets for a good decade.
Little minute. Things have definitely changed.
Yes, because women are tired. They tired of being dogged out, cheated on, and all that.
Hold on, but why are women cheating out of retaliation? We still got to understand that. If you're not a cheater, if you naturally don't want to do it, why you doing it because I'm doing it? It's crazy.
Women different. Now they drinking the whole bottle of Don Julio. Remember when they was out here and ladies was getting free drinks, and they was cute little drinks, Cosmos and little fruits. They drank 2 little blue drinks. Now they out here drinking like your grandfather. They put their hands on you. Can't nobody tell them nothing. They at the red light twerking on the headlight. Every time you look up, she posted up in a Rolls Royce Phantom with the stars in the ceiling. You're not in the NFL. Where you getting all this nice shit from, Miss Lady?
These women is pirates nowadays.
Now don't nobody qualify because you done talked to 2 football players. 3 rappers was in your DM. Now you don't like nobody no more. Now he got to make $36 million a year just to get a text back. Come on, Ken. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Ken. I'm out here telling you, hey, black man, work on your home. Stay strong, bro. I know it's hard. I know you ain't going to get credit for everything that you do. But now we ain't nobody type no more. They mad at every time they see a black man happy, what they do? Shut that down. Look at the city of Atlanta. That's why they changed the whole city. Black men were too happy in Atlanta.
Because they was having their way with women all the way around here. And now the women have finally been like, you know what? That is over.
See?
We're going to even the playing field around here.
Hold on. What do you mean by they having their way? It's still a 2-part situation going on here.
Women. It was just black men having too many options. And they hated that. That's why they shut Buckhead down. Remember Buckhead? Buckhead, what was out there doing? Having a ball, pulling up in Ferraris, jumping out of Bentleys, going to the Velvet Room and Visions and getting sections. And what they do? Locked up everybody who was successful.
First of all, they still have way too many options.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. It's a lot of options around.
And do you know how many women, black men in Atlanta have to turn down just because they don't fit in the radius clause?
Huh?
Ain't nobody about to be driving up to Gwinnett. Ain't nobody going to Douglasville. You a good woman. You could really be somebody's wife, but you are out of the radius clause, Candace. Come on now.
Well, what I would say is that a lot of them that are in the city, you know, they had to keep a lot of black men to keep them pockets flowing, to keep them bills up.
See, we have become a source of income for these
women. Wow. It is, I would say.
Is that fair?
I would say a lot of things aren't fair.
The way double standards is cool.
The way a lot of those men who have money like that treat these women is unfair.
What about the ones who treat them right, Candy?
Okay.
Nobody ever talk about it. We only
right.
focused on the negative.
Exactly.
We got black men out here doing a great job taking care of 3-4 women.
And why you choosing the guy that possibly has the most options in the city? I mean, you got to be realistic. If you get with someone who can get a lot, what you think they might do? They probably gonna want a lot.
them all feel
Taking
special.
care of 3-4
Making
women.
them all feel special. Taking them on individual vacations and the pictures never collide.
Okay, what do you do?
What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Candy, after my last one, I can't even sit here and act like I got this game figured out.
Were you the problem?
Not this time. Not this time. I have been the problem in the past.
Okay.
I made a series of miscalculated decisions, which led to a snowball effect. And I take full responsibility for all the failures in all the relationships that I had participated in.
Okay.
But I can't sit here and tell you what's wrong with somebody else's daughter. I can't do that.
Respect.
She got her own problems, Candy.
Got it. Okay.
This is becoming real therapeutic, Candy.
That is true.
I don't know if you know, but you helping me work through some things.
See, I don't even really want to go that hard with you right now because I definitely disagree with you on a lot of what you're saying.
Why,
Oh
Candy?
my God.
Why? Because I do feel like even if, say for instance, the woman or the women out here are trying to do right in the relationship,
They're not trying. That's what I'm saying.
no,
You don't
they
see how
do.
every time you say that all these men put their head down. They know.
No, the women are trying, and then they run into one of y'all that think that you can have 3 different women and keep them all going at the same time and think that it's okay just because you giving a little something here, a little bit something there.
Why you fighting for that guy though? You said you'll run into one of those guys. There's a lot of guys that don't even move like that, but guess what? He ain't attractive.
Can I say one thing?
That doesn't work.
These are the men that y'all are choosing. Not you, but these women. They choose these men.
Come on now.
They know exactly who these men are.
Preach.
And what they do. And that never stopped. I don't know why they think they can change these men. You got with him because he was that dude. You got with him because all the other women liked him. You got with him and you knew that he didn't want a relationship. And you thought you was going to show up and make some chicken Alfredo and change this man's mind.
Ain't nobody want that weak ass pasta.
You chose this. I can't sit here and let y'all keep bashing and blaming these men.
Okay. So back to you.
No. How you try and run past that, Candy? I'm not gonna let you do that. You can't run past it that fast. Back to you. No, let that marinate on what he said. She ain't say nothing about the women still. She went straight to, she was all for, I disagree with you on how women are. But when he spit some facts about what women actually do, let's go ahead and get back to you. Okay.
What type of man are you going forward?
Going forward?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a better man. I'm gonna be a little bit more understanding, and I'm gonna put myself in better situations. I'm gonna tell them off the top. I'm gonna make the expectations real low.
Okay. How are we making the expectations low?
I'm gonna let them. I'm like, hey, I'm up.
What?
Off the rip. I'm
that would be a lie, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. I want the expectations to be low.
Oh,
so
when I do something,
so they're
gonna be like, look at you.
Smart.
So you don't
reverse psychology. I understand that 100%.
You want to be selfish.
No.
Okay.
It's not about being selfish. I'm just gonna underpromise and overdeliver.
Great.
It's my strategy.
It's good to do that in business as well, or not business, but in the workplace. Like if you had a job where you have to tell people you have to do certain things. It's always better to underpromise, overdeliver. That's a great strategy.
Strategy going forward.
Okay, strategy.
You gotta have a game plan. It's hard to be the man with a
Wait,
plan.
say that line again. One time. You gotta underpromise and overdeliver.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do. But I've been in a few good relationships, but the ones that really stood out was the bad ones, because that's when I learned the most. Because it's like you get to an age where you realize it's not anything you can do. You can't love somebody into loving you.
Well, what is bad to you right now?
What is bad?
What is a bad relationship to you?
One-sided. If you the person that's doing all the relationship by yourself, it's not gonna work. If you the one always gotta buy everything, or be the one always gotta fix something, or be the one that's always fighting for the relationship by yourself, you're never gonna be happy like that.
Nope.
Makes sense.
But you do have to be with somebody that will let you have selfish moments. Sometimes it ain't just about us. Sometimes it's gonna be me. Sometimes it's gonna be you. Sometimes it's gonna be us. But we have to allow each other to have those moments.
This nigga is preaching, bro. Real talk on a real, like, think about that, y'all. I know people always say it gotta be us, us, us. No, it's gonna be about me sometimes. And depending on what the me is about, you're gonna have to disclose that with your partner, whatever that might be. But if you can get you someone that understands your selfish moments and are okay with that, that is heaven on earth. That is what I call peace.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Okay.
Candy, don't just be over there making little faces and
Because I'm taking in what you're saying. I'm taking in what you're saying.
You should be helping me. You out here happy.
Oh.
You should be giving me some advice, Candy.
This is not about me. This is about you. Exactly. For me to interview you, not for you to interview me.
Candy, you supposed
I'm not on 85
This is
South.
an exchange
You are
of game.
on Speak on it.
This is an exchange of game.
Okay. This is what I need to know.
Look at her.
You said women create supermen in their minds and men just see what's in front of them.
Yeah.
Walk through that. What's that mean?
I think we all got a level of delusion when it comes to other people. We be expecting so much, not knowing that we all just humans with flaws and heartbreaks and hang-ups and insecurities. And you can't just expect somebody to show up in your life and fix all the broken pieces.
Nope.
Somebody gonna have to accept that, hey, sometimes they're great. Sometimes.
Well, he said his mother passed and he said he needs a little extra. That right there, I would say, might be his flaw in somebody else's eyes, because you can't fix anybody because they lost a loved one. The person has to pull themselves out of that. So that would be him putting himself in that category. That's just something that I just noted right there when he said that.
I can't stand this, but it's the in-between that makes you stay.
Okay. And then you said you are not the type to be close homeboys with women. What does that mean, and why is that a boundary?
Well, you know how it is on the nightlife scene here. I'm sure some of the fellas can relate. You go out with a nice lady and, you do the date thing and you want to show her different parts of the city that she might not go to. And then you start bringing her places and she's like, oh, that's my homeboy Charles. Red flag. Because first of all, why you know him? Why you know all the security guards in the city?
Now, if you popular,
Don't nobody know?
I mean, I always knew a lot of people, obviously.
Well, just say you know him. But when you start saying, my homeboy, he like a brother to me, you about to get left.
You cooked.
You finna have to get an Uber. Because you too friendly.
Not have to get an Uber.
Yeah. Because in Atlanta, I tell you, if I bring you around some and it's certain that you know, I already know what you done been on.
That's facts.
What?
Absolutely.
What does that mean?
Man, come on, man.
Because he already know the type of guys that you hanging around. He know how they move and how they think. And these is your homies, your friends, your so-called brother. Ma'am, I already know enough just because of your association.
Come on. You know exactly what that means.
Come on, man.
And it's disrespectful, too. You think you doing something and you showing this lady a nice time and you take her to the little Hawks game or something and y'all got some decent little seats. You like, hey, this all right. And she was like, yeah, but last time we sat over there. But these cool. This
Last
cool.
time.
I like it over here. I ain't never been in this part. I usually be up there, but I like this. This is cute. When she started calling your little cute,
Walking off.
get out of there, my boy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm going to the bathroom. I'm never coming back.
You been over Boosie house. What you doing at Boosie house?
No.
Really?
That's great.
Oh, okay. All right, bet. Yeah, when you start knowing the major players in the city, then, hey, it's too much. She started calling famous just by their first name. You be like,
Name dropping.
yeah, like.
I do hate that.
Really?
I do know people that do that.
What you been
Yeah,
at?
I've been at Aubrey house last weekend. Aubrey, you mean Drake? That's a problem.
Nothing. Chris called me today, want me to come to his show. Chris who? Brown. Yeah, get off my phone.
I know people that do that.
Oh man, you click through that Instagram story. You know she went, but you ain't know she was back there. She on the stage, right there. No.
But what if it's just her friend and it's cool with everybody?
How you get a benefit of the doubt?
Ain't your friend. Come on,
It's so funny. I got a homegirl who said that her dude thinks that she was messing with a particular superstar.
Absolutely.
Because she was going to all his shows like she's just cool. She was like, which is cool. And I was like, okay. But I know the superstar. And I was like,
And you know he ain't the homeboy type. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Candy. Don't play crazy. You trying to walk me in here and make me look crazy, but I don't be playing crazy, Candy.
okay.
The game is treacherous. Okay?
Nigga,
Come
real.
on, man. Go back and look at some of them ATL pics and see who was, you know how standing on the couch and then they always had the little chicks holding their leg. Look at them. Look at where they at now. They ain't nobody wife. They still in the game.
That is not true.
They
Now,
are
hold on,
Candy. They still in the game.
I will say that now there
Am
are.
Am I lying? Come on, man.
No, I know some people. Well, that particular person that I was just saying was somebody's wife.
That's crazy.
But
Some of them women probably got cleaned up. Some of them women probably got by some simp later on in life. But ultimately, like he said, once you in the game, you're always in it. You never get out of it. Depending on what type of lifestyle he talking about, I don't know if it's like nightlife or just hold 'em. But once you go down that path, man, you can't change or revert yourself back because that's all you know.
But my thing is, it's like even back in the day, like I was cool with a lot of people. I didn't necessarily have no connections with them.
All right. It ain't because they wasn't trying, though, Candy.
Boom.
Well, I wouldn't
She
say
might have
that
been blocked.
either.
Exactly. You know what? You remember when text me? You had to pay the text. You remember that? They didn't bring that back. Remember text messages cost 10 cents?
I remember that.
Come on, bro.
I remember that.
Come on.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
when you was sending text, you was getting real information off in there, bro. Now, since all this communication is free, people just saying whatever now, and they don't value it.
Whatever. Are you currently single and dating, or just focused on you right now?
I'm single. I ain't dating nobody, Ken. The game is the game. I can't be dating right now. I'm working on myself.
Oh, that's real.
Ken, stop making them little faces at that camera.
She trying to get a reaction out of the crowd. The nigga being honest.
I'm not dating nobody.
Because it's just
Yeah,
hard for me to believe that a man in his prime making big checks is running around here ain't dating nobody.
I'm not dating, Candy. I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm working on myself.
You got you some
What?
some go-tos.
Most likely.
I don't, cause if you go to your go-to too much, that's really a relationship.
Oh shit.
Can't just have
Crazy.
a go-to and then after you go a couple times, now you attached.
Got a
You
point.
can't find somebody if you attach to somebody else. Cause then you gotta go and you gotta explain, hey, I'm not with this person, but that was my go-to. And then it's like it's just like getting caught cheating. And that's why I tell niggas, don't cheat. If you ain't got nothing going on, don't have nothing going on. And 9 times out of 10, maybe 8, maybe 7, it ain't even worth it.
So how long you gonna go like that?
This nigga really be shaking and moving there. I mean, if he's saying that even he can't have a legit go-to or somebody that's like stable, this man Karlous shaking and moving.
For a little minute. Because
We know you're gonna have a go-to. You ain't finna just be single and not doing nothing for a minute.
Yeah, I am.
He on monk mode.
Ken, I've been very lucky in that department. I really don't have nothing else to prove when it comes to that.
It's not about proving
But
it.
what I'm saying though is like, for me personally, I feel like I have achieved a lot. I have got to deal with some amazing women. Probably some that I shouldn't have never even had the juice to pull. But I did. And I have really,
What happened to
I had a real, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that. It was just a moment in time.
Wow.
It's like, if I would have tried to make it too serious, it would have smothered the fire. But if I played it how I played it, and then the way that it played out, it's like, hey, she found what she was ultimately looking for. I just got to enjoy my time with the band.
That's a real way to look at it, man. Like it was just his moment in time and he was still able to enjoy it, enjoy the ride. He didn't have to take on the full package or burden. And like you said, he didn't even want to. And here's the thing about it. I know some people might say, oh, that's wrong. He shouldn't string a woman along. But guess what? Is she not still choosing, or she knows exactly what she wants? If he tells her that he doesn't want something and she's still there, she's enjoying the moment as well.
Not Showtime with the band.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you can judge it based off who they deal with after you, and then you can start to see, oh, that's what you was looking for.
That's
it wasn't
real.
me, but we had fun.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
I think we're gonna leave it right there. I don't want to go any further. I feel like he said a lot in that. He said a lot of great points. Y'all can watch the rest in its entirety. Karlous Miller always be dropping gems, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It is like sometimes you don't be expecting it, because he's still a comedian, and a lot of people you might hear it and you might, man, he just sound like he just he just running game or some shit like that. But when you really listen to it, it's very logical too, because it's gonna depend on exactly what you want as a guy. No shoe fits every foot, one shoe don't fit all, so it's still going to be based on what you actually want out of your situation. But just for general based knowledge for how most guys think, I think he definitely sends a lot of great facts. I'm not even gonna lie, mind blown on a lot of parts, especially the black men don't cheat part. That shit funny. Instead of like we tell the women, hey man, black men don't cheat, he not saying that that's the action that we actually do. He's telling black men don't cheat. So it's fun. That's like probably the most hilarious part about this interview, that really kind of went over my head to say, damn, it was like an aha moment, which is wild. But outside of that, yeah, the moments that Candy tried to she almost tried to stump him on things when it comes down to how men treat women. But it's like, yo, we still got to understand too that a lot of these women, they do have a certain criteria of guy that they actually want. And we can't sit right here and say that all guys fit that criteria. So you saying that these guys are doing this and doing that, no, that's you trying to tame the nigga that might be untamable. You're trying to tame the dude that's wild. Certain stallions ain't meant to be rolled. Certain stallions won't be kept down. And we know stallion is a male horse, So that guy, he ain't gonna be out there just get captured by any goddamn, rider to say you're mine. No. Can some be captured? Yes, but I think, like you said, that's where the delusion comes in at, to where we think we better than what we are. We think we can get the most and not have to give anything. And we feel entitled to get the most. We got to look at reality and look at somebody, like you said, some of these moments are going to be moments in time. But if you know you want to be in a place, if someone's giving you that, all of it, that's probably the place you need to be in. But guess what? You might be messed up to where you can't even receive that at that moment. You might just be too broken. I thought this was amazing. I thought this was an amazing clip. This was an amazing segment. I'm mad I have not seen this. If y'all thinking it's new, it's not. It's old. So even in Candy non-responses to marriage, she divorced at this moment. So she's not actually in a marriage anymore. So it makes sense why she probably didn't want to respond to some of those marital questions, because it might have been rocky during that time period as well. I'll have this link in the description. Y'all can watch it in its entirety. This is your guy JayBReacts. And until next time, y'all, peace.